1.
Welcome back to Ghost Powered Entertainment. I'm your host, Kainan Becker, and today I review the 2019 horror comedy film, Ready or Not. Just a reminder for all you guys out there, I'm giving away this horror Jason mask. It is a wearable mask, and I will be giving it away in October, so you have until October 3rd to enter in. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and leave a comment with your name down below. Also, anyone else can enter your name if they're a new subscriber as well. So make sure you hit subscribe and leave your name and a friend's name down below. So I had a really great time with this movie. It's really fun. It's definitely an action-packed type of film, but it's definitely a horror comedy. But it's a horror comedy. It's not a comedy horror. It's not a funny movie that has horror elements. This is definitely a horror thriller movie, action-packed, edge of your seat type of thing with comedy interwoven throughout this. This movie definitely has some social commentary about classism and class warfare and how the wealthy and people in power can treat us underlings like myself. It makes commentary on how the wealthy can treat the rest of the population sometimes like they're disposable and like they have no meaning and they have no value. But it's never too overbearing and it never feels like that's this huge thing in the movie. The whole cast of this movie does a really great job, but especially the star, Samara Weaving. She is phenomenal. You definitely fall in love with her in this movie. I feel like she's that perfect final girl, so I hope that we do see more and more of her in horror films. What I love about her character is that she's not this Rambo badass, bride out of nowhere. You're like, what the fuck, dude? How is this bride so amazing? No, it's not like that. She feels like a genuine bride. She feels like someone who's caught by surprise by this whole premise, which I'll explain in a second what the premise is. But no, instead, she feels like a real person. She feels like a real bride and is caught off guard by this. And there's some luck that keeps her alive. But at the same time, she's really got that survival instinct going. And there's a few scenes really, where you could just see like this animal in her eyes, this cornered, back against the wall, cornered animal fighting for survival. And I think that's where she shines so much in this movie. But she's also very charming as well and delivers some really hilarious commentary. It's just a fun movie. So basically the premise is this couple is about to get married. And they've decided to go and have this wedding at the groom's family's estate. Well-off family, but they're very weird. And they talk about in the very beginning of this that they're a very strange family. And that she's, it's going to be weird for her, but she's willing to deal with the weirdness of his family in order to be with him. They started out with you knowing that they're an odd, kooky family, but you have no idea how weird. So they go and have their wedding, and after the wedding, the night of the wedding, things get all weird. And you'll see all this in the preview, so this is not a spoiler, but right after the wedding, the night of their wedding, the family all of a sudden is like, hey, it's tradition. You have to play a game. We made our fortune in gaming as a family by buying sports team, making board games, like all these different things. But it's always been around gaming is where we've made our fortune. So we have a tradition that the night of the wedding, new bride and groom have to play a game. And that's how you get inducted into this family, so to speak. So she's like, okay, cool, I'll play along. The game she has to play is basically like tag, ready or not type of thing, where we're going to hunt you and normally it's tag, you're it, that kind of thing. But in their weird, twisted world, they kill you. So that's the premise of the movie, is them chasing her. But trust me, that may not sound like a lot, but this movie has multiple layers of action and excitement, as well as just these weird, like each character in this movie is very unique. And it does a really good job of really letting you know who each one of these characters in this family, who they are, and they each have their own quirks and things that make them interesting and funny at the same time. It definitely has its gory, a little bit over-the-top campy qualities, but for the most part, it plays it fairly straight. For me, it has kind of a feel of like Drag Me to Hell meets Clue. So it's almost got this feel of Clue with the humor and stuff, but then there's this weird, gory, bizarre qualities that remind me of movies like Drag Me to Hell. I definitely think that if you're in the mood for something that's, you know, keep in mind black humor, so if you're not into that dark, twisted type of sense of humor, you know, where people are getting killed in humorous ways and whatnot, I'm not sure this would be your thing. But if you like that type of film, I highly recommend this. So if you're looking just to have a good time and sit down and have a fun watch, this one is really fun. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, horror can be fun. I will see you next time.
Insane.
They think they have to kill you before sunrise, or something very bad will happen to the family.
I can't believe that in half an hour, I will be a part of the Ladomus Gaming Dynasty Empire.
Dominion, we prefer Dominion.